Højlund is shaken, his form is collapsing fast. Meanwhile, Greenwood shocks everyone by reuniting with a former United star, the very one Mourinho once humiliated in front of the world. Højlund trembles as season goes from bad to worse. Rasmus Højlund is trembling as his season takes a turn for the worse, both with Manchester United and the Denmark national team. The young striker has faced a challenging 12 months at both club and international level, and now he's received a harsh wake-up call. As if his disappointing season at Manchester United wasn't enough, Hojlund has seen his stock fall even further while playing for Denmark. A Danish newspaper harshly claimed, "Hojlund trembles as the season gets worse." Although he has scored 8 goals for his country, only one has come since the end of 2023. There's now a growing sense that Hojlund is no longer a guaranteed starter for the Danish national team. Hojlund managed just 5 Premier League goals for United last season, although his scoring record in the Europa League was slightly better, helping him reach double digits across all competitions. In Denmark's recent 2 friendlies, he started but failed to score against Northern Ireland and was benched in the match against Lithuania. Meanwhile, Mika Biereth has taken full advantage of his opportunity, seizing Hojlund's starting spot. A former Arsenal youth player, Biereth began his professional career with AS Monaco before joining the Gunners in January. He made his Denmark debut in a March friendly against Portugal. It was Biereth, not Højlund, who partnered Kasper Dolberg up front against Lithuania, and he wasted no time marking his presence, scoring his first international goal to open the floodgates in Denmark's 5-0 win. Danish outlet Bold praised Biereth's performance while warning Hojlund of the rising competition. "Rasmus Højlund must be trembling. He's been overtaken," wrote Bold, describing Biereth as constantly menacing near the box. Biereth also drew a foul that led to the red card of Lithuania's Edgaras Utkus before half-time. Amid these struggles, speculation has arisen that Hojlund could leave Manchester United this summer. Reports suggest clubs in Serie A, including Champions League finalists Inter Milan, have expressed interest. However, the striker has shown no clear intention of leaving Old Trafford. "No, as I've said before, I try to stay away from all that," Hojlund told Extra Bladet during Denmark's June training camp. "Right now, things could go better or worse. But I know what's true. I have a contract with Manchester United until 2030. I expect to play there. So right now, I'm just preparing for summer break and hoping for a strong pre-season." Back in February, Denmark head coach Brian Riemer also addressed another United talent, Chido Obi. The teenage striker made his first team debut under Ruben Amorim in February, but remains with Denmark's U20 side and has not yet been called up to the senior squad. "Think how many times we've sat down and said, we're lacking strikers. When will someone break through?" Riemer told Viaplay. "We have a lot of young players, and some may be just on the verge of breaking out. It's great to have so many knocking on the door. That's important." Still, Riemer emphasised that Chido Obi is far from ready for the senior team. The senior national team requires another step. Chido Obi needs more regular minutes before that becomes a realistic option. "It's hard to reach that level if you're not playing regularly for your club," he added. Greenwood reunites with former United star, humiliated by Mourinho. Mason Greenwood is set to reunite with his former Manchester United academy teammate, Angel Gomes, who has secured a move to French giants Marseille. The pair will link up in France 5 years after Gomes left United, a period marked by a difficult moment when he was publicly criticised by then-manager José Mourinho. Marseille confirmed this week that they've reached a preliminary agreement to sign English midfielder Angel Gomes. The League One runners-up, now managed by Roberto De Zerbi, beat out stiff competition to land the 24-year-old, who has signed a 3-year deal at the Stade Vélodrome. According to RMC Sport, Gomes, a graduate of the United Youth Academy, was swayed by De Zerbi's playing philosophy and the chance to play Champions League football. He decided to leave Lille at the end of his contract this summer. Gomes joined Lille in the summer of 2020 after his contract with Manchester United expired, having been with the club since 2006. A European U21 champion, Gomes made his United debut at just 16 years old on the final day of the 2016-17 Premier League season under Mourinho, becoming the youngest United player to feature in the league. Despite Mourinho showing early faith in him, Gomes was left in tears as a teenager after being harshly criticised by the Portuguese manager following a poor performance in a reserve team game. Speaking to The Athletic, Gomes recalled, "I played a reserve game and José Mourinho watched it. He didn't think I performed well enough. 2 days later, the first team had a game and he brought me with the squad. Before the match, in front of everyone, he made it clear what he thought." Expanding on the incident in an interview with The Times, Gomes added, "At the time, I thought, why is Mourinho doing this in front of everyone? Couldn't he just pull me aside? A few players told me, he just wants to see how you'll react. Don't let it get to you. But I didn't want to hear any of it. I rushed into the room and called my dad and brother. I was nearly crying. I was so young." Only later did Gomes begin to appreciate Mourinho's tough love. "Looking back, I realised Mourinho was trying to get more out of me. He did it in front of everyone because he rated me. Maybe I needed that." He continued, "It's all about mental strength. What I learned is that Mourinho wants you to show more. Everyone tells him how good you are, but he wants to see it for himself." Despite the emotional blow, Gomes eventually recognised the value in Mourinho's demanding approach. "It wasn't until I left and saw Mourinho win trophies that I understood what he was about. If I had understood him more back then, I might have appreciated my time with him more. But for us smaller players, Mourinho can actually be great." Angel Gomes left United under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's tenure, 2 years after Mourinho's sacking in 2018. Gomes struggled for minutes under Solskjaer, while Greenwood was making his breakthrough in the 2019-20 season. Having played only 320 minutes for United's first team, Gomes left as a free agent, ending what he later called the most difficult period of his career. Though he spent his first year at Lille on loan at Portuguese side Boa Vista, the move to Ligue 1 reignited his career. Gomes has since made 134 appearances across all competitions for Lille, including 20 this past season as the club finished 5th in Ligue 1. He also impressed for England's U21 side last year under interim coach Lee Carsley, though he has yet to be called up by New England manager Thomas Tuchel. And that wraps up all the major football highlights of the day. Don't forget to follow us so you won't miss any of the hottest updates from the pitch. If you enjoyed the video, don't hesitate to hit like and subscribe for more exciting football news every day.